Эй, друзья, всем привет! Закончили мы с того, что наш стражник тупил. И начинаем мы с этого же. А
What the
теперь
hell? Be a bit more careful.
не зли меня. А теперь мы отправляемся и расскажем обо всем нашему пану. Пока я не зарубил этого гребаного стражника. Так. Судя по тому, что у народа нет факелов, это еще не так темно. Но все равно мы пойдем с факелом. Так. Надеюсь, наш пан не спит. Где он? Ты что, тут что ли? Леву? А и что такое? Я знаю, что ты здесь. А, вот ты где. Ой.
So what have you learned?
All
Много
sorts
чего.
of things.
Ну или
There's
так.
some foreigner called Eric behind the counterfeiting ring, and someone highly placed at the monastery.
The monastery? Really?
That's what Yezhek claimed.
So it's worse than I thought. If this is true, we'll have to proceed with the utmost caution.
Why? Can't we just go to the monastery to investigate?
No. If the church is truly involved, I have no authority.
So what will you do?
I'll have to think about it. It won't be an easy nut to crack. I'll have to consult with Hanush. And what of this Eric? Who is he?
I don't know, but he's recruiting armed men in Sasau and forming an army.
Damn. So it looks like Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
It most certainly wasn't, sir. And what's more, Sir Yezhek is convinced this Eric is only a go-between, and there's someone bigger behind him.
You should return to Sasau and take a closer look at those recruiters. If they're going to attack, we must find out sooner than last time.
It might not be as straightforward as that. Sir Yezhek didn't know them and has no idea how to find them.
You'll have to manage somehow, my lad. Don't tell me there's an armed force amassing here and nobody knows anything. Go to Sasau and try to find them.
I think I know where I could ask. I helped at the infirmary in Sasau, and there was a wounded man there by the name of Thomas, a suspicious type to say the least. He might know something.
Good. I'd rather see you seeking out better company, but that can't be helped. Whatever you do, be careful, Henry. And best not mention my name. It would attract unwelcome attention. What we want is for the crimps to take you for just another village lad they can lure into their gang.
All right, sir. I'll try to blend in as best I can.
I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I know of no one else who could help as much as you can now.
As you command, sir.
Не нравится мне такие же, не будем начать ничего говорить. Он
What are you
плохой.
doing?
Он предаст нас при первой же возможности. Отправимся мы попозже. Нам нужно пойти,
No, I didn't know she did that.
пить энергию.
Not long ago. Always in the evening, while there's still a bit of light.
Так,
She sits down and gets and she's quite
вот. О, а что, сытость не тратится? То есть этот перт так работает. Ну, прикольно. Ну, хотя да, можно вместе стоим все-таки. Здорово. А есть перк, чтобы часики быстрее тикали? Мне кажется, он бы был очень популярен. И посреди ночи великий герой Генри отправляется в Сазау. Опять. Не нравится мне эта Сазава.
Stop. I need to search.
Ну серьезно.
Come on.
Камон, вот реально.
What?
Мужик.
Orders of his lordship.
Вот не времени.
As you wish.
Sorry for the hold up, but it
Я знаю пана, он любит меня. Он бы ни за что не стал такое приказывать. Ого, сколько всего. Корчмарь, Виктор, Корчмарь, Томаш. Но давайте начнем с Томаша. Он мне нравится больше. Все-таки ему мы помогали, жизнь спасали, там все дела. Возможно, больше всего информации мы узнаем от него, чем от всяких там корчмарей. Там, да, бывают всякие, приходят. Но я ничего не знаю, я корчмарь. От этого мы явно получим кучу информации. Ну и кто? Итак. Угу. Спускайся, мужик, я тебя вижу. Давай. А ты неторопливый. А где твой друг? Или ты один? Там умер, что ли, по пути? Реально умер. Ха-ха. Да я так здорово тебя жахнул стрелой, что ты решил умереть. Ладно, я понял. Это кровотечение. Но все равно неожиданно. Хорошая вещь стрелы. Почему мы до этого, как дурак, врывались с мечом? Наверное, потому что все было довольно легко, и мы могли себе это позволить. После великолепной драки в последнем лагере их ошибок я больше допускать не буду. Так. Помаш. Ты где? Ну да, ну конечно. Крестьянин. Это же ты.
Where? What's happening?
How are you doing? Feeling better yet?
Aye, much better. I'm truly grateful. A bit longer and I'll be able to run back to the woods and carry on. Well, never mind. Very kind of you to look in on me.
Truth be told, I didn't come just for your health.
What do you need?
Well, I've heard tell there's work for fearless men who enjoy a bit of silver.
Ah, I believe I can help you with that. They used to frequent the tavern, but now they meet in the church.
The church?
Church?
Aye, that's right. The church is locked at night, but if you see a light, the door will be open. Go in there and wait. Say a prayer or something, and then you'll see.
That's it? I don't need to speak to anyone?
Just doing what I told you is enough. They'll give you a good look over and see if you've got the metal. Don't you worry about that.
All right, thank you.
You took care of me, why wouldn't I help you? Tit for tat, eh?
Вот. Мы узнали все довольно быстро. Мы молодцы.
What was that noise?
Это церковь. Почему они церковь Костланда называют? Или я что-то не знаю? Ладно. Заглянем сначала Нашему другу. А где твой батя?
My humble greetings.
Я хочу починиться. Вот ленивый кузнец. Ладно, фиг с тобой. Ну же, беги. Так. Он что-то там говорил, что надо приходить ночью. Я не хочу ждать ночью. Если я приду сейчас. Мне об этом ничего не сказано. Отправляйся к месту, окей. Реально, они тут все это делают в церкви. Я думал, в средневековье они все были довольно религиозны. Так. Я на месте. Не. Куда? Довольно. Да. И Инри. Похоже на мое имя. Ищик какой-то. Всеволод Зайков. Окей. Судя по всему, нам все-таки надо дать. «15 часов. Ладно, если что, остановимся, чтобы грибочков поесть. Замечательные перки. Мы стоим на месте и можем просто ждать. Почему я раньше его не брал? Здоровский перк. Я умею молиться, похоже, да? Или притворяться, что 15 часов можно что-то делать в церкви на одном месте. Раз меня до сих пор не выгнали. Так, наступает ночь. Город засыпает. Просыпается мафия. Или кто у них тут? Окни горят, дверь открыта. Давайте-ка, чтобы не было недоразумений, мы опять заходим внутрь. И его использовать.
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in
Amen.
heaven. What?
Всего трое. Еще лучше.
So, you've been looking for us, eh? What is it you want?
А сам как думаешь, вас что, часто ищут, что ли?
I hear you're hiring men who don't mind getting their hands dirty.
Is that so? And where did you hear that?
Taverns and the like? People talk.
Well, that's a pretty tale. But no one in any tavern told you to come here and wait, did they? So let's have it. Who told you?
I don't recall his name, but he was one of your friends. He said that he couldn't take me straight to you, that I had to go through the church.
He was right about that. But he still said more than he should have.
I know my way around. You won't go wrong with me.
Spare me the boasting. I've got a test ready for you. Let's see how you handle it before you tell us how wonderful you are.
What test?
Nothing complicated. We used to take anyone who looked like they could keep their head on straight. But not now. Now you can only join if you do what we tell you.
Which is what? Steal something?
Nah, not theft. If you want to join us, you have to kill Pius.
Ого.
Who's Pius? And why should I kill him?
That's none of your business. But I'll tell you anyway, because it's an instructive tale. Pius was one of us. but he fucked up.
How? Did he steal something?
Yeah, that was part of it. Stole some money, ran away. A few boys died over it. Showed a distinct lack of loyalty. And as soon as he's dead, you can join us.
Это тут не так, да?
I'll have to find him first.
You don't need to find him. We know where he is.
Then why haven't you killed him yourselves?
It's quite a test. He's hiding in a monastery.
With the stable boys? It's not hard to get into the grounds.
No, not there. Oh, he would have been dead long since. He's in the, cloister, or whatever it is.
But only monks can get in there.
Just monks and pious. He's an educated bastard. Seems he used to be a priest, but it didn't quite work out.
Ага.
And how am I supposed to get into the cloister?
You'll think of something. Maybe there's a secret passage. I've heard there's some cave underneath. The cave of Saint Procopius. There might be a way into it from outside.
And do you have any other ideas besides secret passages?
Well, there is this one fellow been hanging around the taverns. Supposed to join the monastery soon. Might be he could help you somehow. I'd try talking to him if I were you. And if he doesn't help, knock him on his ass and take anything he's got that you could use to pass yourself off as him. A letter of admittance to the monastery, or whatever.
Murder someone in a monastery? Have you gone mad?
Murder's a sin as it is. Doesn't really matter where you do it.
Yes, it does. I'd be spilling blood on hallowed ground.
Well then, knock him senseless, drag him outside, and finish him off where it's less sacred. I don't give a damn where you do it, just as long as he ends up dead.
How would I recognize Pius?
He won't have been there long. He should be the only new one there.
But what if there are others? What does he look like?
Normal. He always went about well dressed and had a fine looking dagger.
Yes, except he'll be given a robe and they'll take his knife.
Then you'll have to try and figure out which one of the novices it is, and get him to betray himself. Try getting him drunk. Then send him straight to hell.
Get him drunk? In a monastery?
We're better. There's more wine there than in the royal cellars. And I doubt he's suddenly stopped drinking.
Хорошо.
Fine. So I've got to kill Pius. He's in the cloister, and to get into the cloister, I'll need to enlist the help of some boy who's joining the order, right?
More or less. And now the main thing.
The main thing is to kill him, isn't it?
Of course. But that's not all. All hell's gonna break loose in the monastery after the murder. So, either make sure nobody finds him, or hightail it out of there quick as soon as the job's done. But better if they don't find him right away.
And what else? Should I come back here afterwards?
No. Before you run for it, take his special dice and bring it as proof that you killed him. And if you can get him to tell you where he hid the coin, bring that as well.
Bring his dice and the money if I find it. And where should I bring it?
From the monastery, head east across the river. There'll be a swamp where you'll find a fire pit. Go there at night and light a fire. Make it nice and big and we'll show up. Take the dice and the money, and then tell you where to report. Got it?
Right, I'm to slip into the best guarded place in the entire region and kill someone. Take his dice and money, and then go to the swamp and wait by the fire.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Well, you can at least say a few Hail Marys for me. I'm gonna need all the help I can get.
And remember, we'll be keeping tabs. So don't you try to run off, alright?
Охренеть, у вас задание для новичков, а? Что полегче придумать-то не могли, а? Серьезно. Ключ. Типа с намеком, что я могу... Так, хостелы. Окей. Чё-то темно, да? Так. Поговорить с юношей. Окей. О, да не, я пока до Рацига доберусь. Тем более они же говорят, типа, следят за мной. Придется действовать самостоятельно, чего. Ох, залез я, конечно. Местечко. Так, назад, задний ход. Опа. Отлично, в ворота. Так, в новые ворота. И мы на центральной площади. Действуем потихоньку. Первое. Как нам отобрать это у юного монаха? Там того, что он где-то в корчме. Верно, это можно играть в кости, украсть. Как он вообще выглядит?
My God, what happened to you?
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No.
Closing time.
Карл? Кто такой Карл? Откуда я знаю
God be with
его
you.
имя?
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No.
И Карл?
Cam.
I hope I can be of help.
You wouldn't be Carl.
No.
Карл. Ты?
I'm at your service.
You wouldn't be Carl.
No.
Они меня обманывают. Ты, Карл?
I'm honored that a knight...
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No.
Нет?
What the hell are you doing?
Это ты что делаешь? Ты подошла ко мне и сразу же разделась. Не надо так.
God save.
You wouldn't be Carl.
No.
Gee. My God, what?
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No.
Ну блин. Ты не Карл, да?
You wouldn't be Carl.
No.
А я уже спрашивал. Как в наше время выглядит Карл? Понятия не имею. Ага. И ты тут прячешься от меня? А, Карл?
God be with you, Henry.
Их я уже всех спросил, да? Замечательно. Так, хорошо. Наверху. Провождающим. А! Я понимаю, что я должен был догадаться, что Карла будут звать Карл. Ну чё, поворуем чутко? Так, 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 так. И чё? Где то, что мне надо? А, вот, разрешение. Кошелек. И все, да? Окей, это было... Это было легко. Я же говорил, что у нас будет какой-то кусок квеста, связанный с монастырем. Ладно, это было очевидно. Наконец-то мы почти законно в него попадем. А я и так в него мог прокрасться. О, блин. Искать этого святошу.
Must be up to no good, sneaking around in the dark. Light a torch before the catchpoles see you.
Доволен? Просыпайся.
You! What the hell are you fooling around here for?
Я хочу с ним поговорить.
Hey!
Так пусти
Be a
меня.
bit more careful!
Хорошо. Я дождусь утра. Раз вам так не терпится поспать подольше. У нас важные дела. Тут война, кругом разбойники. У вас под носом в монастыре эти деньги фальшивые делали. А вам лишь бы спать. Не надо так вот. Богемия из-за вас развалится. Один великий Индра-герой, кто может вас спасти, а вы вот так вот. Ладно, не будем мурчать, будем побеждать. Как же иначе? Чё и дождь начал? Так,
Be a bit more careful!
где этот шашлык? Чё стоишь?
I'm Carl. I'm supposed to enter as a novice.
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with your guardian? It's been so hectic lately, people will keep turning up out of the blue.
He gave me the papers and left me at the gate. You must be used to that, though. I'm not the first novice here, am I?
But that wasn't very considerate of him, was it? It's been so hectic here lately, novices arriving one after the other. The last one didn't even have a letter, and you'd think his backside was on fire, the way he kept looking over his shoulder.
You took him without the letter? You didn't find that suspicious?
My guess is he wanted to hide from someone, but he's a priest and knows how things work in the monastery. So there was nothing to prevent him from being accepted, at least temporarily. You're a different case, though. Are you able to read?
Naturally. I wouldn't be here otherwise.
So then, are you ready to enter the Order of Saint Benedict and renounce forever the temptations of this world?
Ну, не навсегда.
I am.
Then you must rid yourself of all your worldly possessions. Sell them or give them to the poor and needy or donate them to the monastery. You may not enter this place burdened by worldly goods. Inside the gatehouse is a trunk in which you will find monk's robes. Put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while I go and see the prior to arrange matters for your acceptance.
Ого.
Strange feeling being without all of that. I didn't realise how much I'd grown used to it.
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
Не очень так-то вдохновляет. А вы меня, наверное, не помните, да? Я у вас тут всякие происшествия расследовал, тут бегал. Людей помогал спасать. Нет? По-моему, нужный мне человек, вот этот, который по центру стоит, да?
Brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own. Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum, et vivam, et non confundas me
такое себе
ab
развлечение.
expectatione mea.
Ага.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum in loquium tuum vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatione me.
Моя латынь оставляет желать лучшего.
Accept your new name, Brother Gregor, and wear it with honor. Welcome, brother.
Ладно, это было прикольно. О, монах.
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery and tell you what you can expect and what your duties will be.
Would you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education. Although I must say, so far the monastic life's been quite unexpected.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony. I had no idea what I was supposed to do.
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough. Why exactly are you here? Was it your choice? Or did someone force you to come?
А уже кого-то выследил? Ого. Давай об этом.
I haven't quite got my bearings yet. Could we talk about it later?
Very well. I'll leave you alone for now. But don't fret. You'll find your feet soon enough.
Let's go then.
Good. But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your regular duties from tomorrow onwards. Make sure to read it this evening, so you know how things work. Right, we can go now. Follow me closely. I'll explain everything as we go. Remember one...
Три утра. Аж в 3 утра. И чё? Мне сказали, что я столько квестов выполнил, и все, и нет.
Sir, why such haste?
Ну как тут можем? Вот, наслаждайтесь прогулкой. Здорово вы придумали.
This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours. Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to.
Ну здорово, блин.
Pay more attention, brother.
I'm Gregor, a novice.
I know. I saw you at the ceremony. My name is Nebulus, and I'm the provost here. I'm in charge of the monastery's property, as well as handling trade with the outside world.
That means you get to leave the monastery?
No, not at all. I just write lists and send them out.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery.
Ooh.
Listen, brother, is there anyone in the monastery who can help me get hold of something, well, something that's not so readily available?
Supposing, of course, just hypothetically, you wanted to get something like that, I'd turn to Brother Celarius. They say he used to be a burglar. But you didn't hear it from me.
Так. Брат Келарий.
Pay more attention, brother.
Ты где?
This is the garden, a place for silent contemplation and meditation. Centuries ago, this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius. His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices. So beware.
Here are the factory and scriptorium, together with the library. These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work.
As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren, and above us monks are the prior and the cicatas, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say. This is the refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the Rule of Saint Benedict.
The Rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its precepts, expect a swift punishment. But I've already told you about the circuitous.
Так. А листики-то, наверное, остались там.
The pride of our monastery. A trove of learning. We don't just read books here. We also copy them. You, too, will learn how. And that's all. Today you are still free from duty. But tomorrow you begin work like the others. If you need anything, ask any of the brothers. We'll be glad to help you. And I recommend you get to know the other novices. You already know me. Then there is Siskin, Yodok, and Lucas.
Thanks for showing me around. There's a lot to learn here.
Нет, давайте-ка пока не будем об этом. Хотя... Почему бы и нет? Плохо от этого явно не станет. Стоп. А, иди спать.
Talk to me, brother.
I need to make a confession.
I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done. It's probably nothing to worry about.
I'm here in the monastery looking for a thief. He had a hand in burning down the Neuhof stud.
You don't say. And who are you to take such an interest?
Someone whose job it is to investigate the case, find the perpetrators, and make sure they get the punishment they deserve.
Punishment? Do you intend to punish them here, in the monastery?
I don't know yet. I'm still just on their trail. Perhaps you could help me find him?
The missing thief? If I knew anything, I'd tell you, but I suppose it must be one of the novices. I've only recently heard about the Neuhof incident, and all the other brethren have been here much longer than that.
I know. Aside from me, there are only 4 novices, but still I don't know which one he could be.
3? Please, leave me out of it. And you're right that it could be any one of them. No one knows anything about Lucas. Siskin might be a lot of things, but a monk isn't one of them. And Yodok is a slimy worm. It wouldn't surprise me if he was behind that massacre. Actually, the more I think about it, the less I like that Yodok. He's a treacherous rat who'd do anything to get in someone's good books. The thought of Yodok at Neuhof sends chills up my spine.
Maybe you're right. It's not a pretty thought. Thanks for your help, and please don't say a word to anyone.
Don't fret, my friend. Your secrets are locked inside my lips.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's not much to tell. I lived in Vlashim, and after my father died, I found out I wasn't much of a merchant. So I left the shop to my brother, and decided to become a monk. It's peaceful here. There's food and lots of time to read.
So you chose to come here?
It may seem strange, but I'm one of the few novices that did. I might be the only one. The truth is, the idea of spending my life in a monastery was more appealing than being cooped up in a greasy old shop.
I'd like to ask you something about... Well, that's all.
Допустим, я пока что тебе верю. Это ненадолго. Никаких подсказок. Ничего. Ладно. Я сам осмотрюсь.
Don't even look at that cabinet. It contains forbidden books.
Это вот этот запертый открытый шкаф, да? Плохо вы следите за своими книгами. Мне кажется, я знаю, кто такой. Нет, обычный монах. От библиотекарь. Так, Антоний гуляет. О! Видишь?
My name's Gregor, a novice.
You can call me Siskin. Now, are you here of your own free will, or is this a punishment? Although, it's not important. Welcome to Purgatory.
Did you say purgatory?
You'll see soon enough. Soon enough.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not to talk about my past.
Are you hiding something? Why are you so reluctant to tell me anything about yourself?
I'm hiding a lousy past that I'd rather forget. I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you the son of the famed Sir Smil Flashka of Pardubitz? I was rich and I had everything. But then my father began to feel his time approaching, so he decided to send a son to the monastery. And, being the youngest, the lot fell on me. I've no head for managing the estate, and they said I'd squander it. Can you imagine? Me, in a monastery. So I took what coin I could from home with me, so I didn't lose out completely.
Понятно.
What's your plan with this treasure?
To get out of here as soon as I can. I'll wait another year or two until my hot-headed brothers cool off a bit, and then I'll take the silver and run off somewhere, far, far away from here.
But you didn't have to come here if you didn't want to.
No, not if I didn't mind being left to beg alms by the city gate. I had one choice, the monastery or nothing. If it had come to that after my father's death, so be it. But to get rid of me while he's still alive...
They must have realized you robbed them.
I donated some of the silver to the monastery when I came in, just to piss them off. I can just see my brothers, my siblings, arguing with the abbot to give it back.
And you stashed away the remainder?
Indeed so.
That's all I wanted to know.
Please, keep it to yourself. Especially the part about the coin.
Things will get better with the new abbot. They say he won't make it to the altar.
I'd be interested to hear what you think about the other novices. Tell me about Antonius.
Oh, if there was a monk I'd recommend as a friend, with, of course, the exception of myself, it would be Antonius. He has a calm soul, he's easy to talk to, and you can always rely on him.
That's all. Thanks.
Подозрительный Антоша. Я ему не верю. О, а вы здесь.
Greetings, brother. I'm Gregor, and I'm new here.
Greetings to you, brother. I'm Yodok, the oldest of the novices. I hope you'll like it here in the monastery and that you won't get into trouble.
Trouble?
You're young, perhaps intemperate. You might easily stray from the rules of the Order. I suggest you get to know the older monks. You never know when it might come in handy.
Can you tell me something about yourself?
I would if there was anything noteworthy to say. But I'm just the ordinary son of a landowner, now a monk. There's nothing in my past, present, or future that anyone could find interesting.
Why did you join the monastery?
Because it was better than living in poverty. As the youngest son, I'm not entitled to inherit my father's estate, but he was kind enough to sell off some cattle and send me here. And you know what? I'm glad to be here. It's better than mucking out manure.
Так.
I'm interested in the other novices. Do you know anything about Antonius?
Only that he came to the monastery voluntarily, because he didn't want to work in his father's shop. Antonius is all right. You can rely on him. He won't betray your confidence. He's always happy to help, which is more than can be said for the other brothers.
What can you tell me about Siskin?
Oh, he's always got a smile and a new friend. But I reckon he don't belong in the monastery. He spends more time dreaming of the world outside than tending to his duties. I'm surprised he hasn't been thrown out already. If it was up to me, he'd be out on his ear right away.
Sounds like you don't have much time for him.
I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. Believe me, Gregor, he's hiding something from us. In fact, now I come to think of it, I haven't seen him at morning prayers for a while.
Ладно, он хочет сбежать, это мы знаем.
I've read the abbot's book. It says in there that you're not as saintly as you make out. Actually, it seems like you're as lecherous as a boar in rut.
You broke into the abbot's quarters to spy on me? You won't get away with it.
I wasn't interested in your opinion about what I did. What interests me is you and what the book has to say about you.
I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm going to report you.
Alright.
Just try it, and I'll smack you so hard your feet won't touch the ground.
No, don't hit me. I won't say anything to anyone, I promise.
I'm interested in the other novices.
Короче, это не он, похоже. А, я тебе все это при них говорил.
I'm Gregor, a novice. I saw you at the ceremony.
I know. It was hard not to notice you.
And you are?
Lucas, also a novice. Don't get upset, but I don't want to talk to you. I'm happiest alone.
Ну-ка.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's nothing I can tell you.
I mean, where you're from, what sort of life you had before, that sort of thing.
I'm a novice, and my monastic name is Lucas. Nothing else matters.
Come on. Is there really nothing at all you can tell me?
I could, but I don't want to. I'm sorry. I want to stay focused on work and prayer, not on who I once was. I never will be again. What has been isn't important for us. We cast the past aside when we walked through the monastery gates and took our oath. Never forget that.
Ну, это я помню.
Will you tell me something? I mean, where you're from, what sort of...
I'm a novice.
You see, I'm looking for someone here.
You're looking for someone? But you're a novice, aren't you?
I am a novice. At least until I find the man I'm looking for.
Why would you be looking amongst monks? You know, the laws of man aren't valid here. In the cloister, we're subject to divine law, the law of the church.
I'm looking for a footpad who's hiding out here in the monastery. He had a hand in raising the Neuhoff farm. He's taken many lives.
I heard something about that. But why are you telling me all
Я
this?
тоже не понимаю, зачем я все это ему рассказываю.
It has to be one of the other novices.
That can't be. Have you told the prior? What are you going to do to this man once you find him?
Talk to him. Then I'll see. Do you have any idea which of the novices could be the imposter I'm looking for?
I don't know, and I don't care to know. I wish you'd never told me. Now I won't be able to sleep at night.
Ну, да ладно тебе.
I've heard that
что
you,
такое?
well, that you enjoy the company of men. Is there any truth to it?
What? How do you know that?
I read it in the abbot's book.
What? The abbot's book is locked up in his chambers, and he'd never allow anyone to read it. Did you break in? But why? Just so you could dig something up on me?
I was looking for something else, but I just happened to come across your story.
No matter what you were looking for, you crossed a line that shouldn't be crossed. But don't worry, I won't tell on you if you promise me the same. Yes, you can call me a sodomite, a sinner, a monster, the spawn of Satan. But tell me this, Gregor. Can I help the way I am? I tell you, it's a test of my faith. A test so daunting you can't even imagine it.
You're right. I found it interesting, but I'm not judging you. You are the way you are. You should be true to yourself.
I'm glad you aren't like the others. Thank you for not passing judgment. I swear to God, I've never lain with another man. I've never sinned. When my father wanted me to find a wife and start a family, I told him the truth, and he had me sent here. And in a way, I was glad. My guilt had been consuming me, and I knew in the monastery I'd find peace. The Lord sees my soul, and he knows it's pure.
Okay.
I'd like to know something about the other novices.
I don't know much, but ask away.
Tell me about Antonius.
I'd like to, but there's nothing to tell. I've never spoken to him, and I've never asked about him.
You really don't know anything about anyone? Well, thanks anyway.
Don't get upset. I'm sorry I can't tell you more.
Это Антоний. Слушай, мужик, я тебя уже спалил.
What troubles you?
I'd like to ask...
It's a mystery, but one that'll be soon solved. It's a wonder the prior doesn't check everyone's breath in the
I'd like to ask you...
Stop.
I'd be interested... What can you tell me about...
That there's no man alive less suitable for the monastic life than him.
You don't know young Lord Capon.
I've heard things. Siskin must have been like him. Fighting, drinking, fornicating. But then he ended up in here.
Why is he in the monastery?
No one knows. Maybe he's hiding from something. Or maybe he's being punished.
Do you think he has a secret?
Don't we all? But unlike the others, he absolutely refuses to speak about his life before the monastery.
That's all I wanted to know about him. Thanks.
Okay.
What about Yodok?
Be on good terms with him. If you show even the slightest hint you don't like him, he'll make your life hell. He's a slimy little pedant who'll rat you out to the superiors. Once he finishes his novitiate, I imagine he'll want to climb his way up the ladder to at least Sir Cater. He's a man who enjoys ordering others around.
I'm interested in Lucas.
No one knows much about him. He doesn't talk to anyone. He works, eats, sleeps, then does it all again the next day. It's as if he wanted to get it all over with as soon as possible. By it, I mean his entire life.
That's all. Thanks.
Oh, bleh.
Ah, Gregor, talk to...
Listen, there's something I ought to tell you. There's a dangerous criminal hiding in the monastery, and I came here to look for him.
Ha! I knew it! He's a villain. Well, who are you, though? Oh, it's better not to ask, isn't it? It's always safer not to ask.
Never mind that. Who's a villain?
That's Siskin. I always thought he was an odd one, the way he carries on. But now it makes perfect sense. He's a criminal fleeing justice.
You mean his not going to morning prayers?
So you noticed that too?
Ah, you've got the wrong end of the stick. That has nothing to do with anything.
You think so? He definitely acts like a criminal. Who else would it be?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
What are you going to do to that fellow once you find him?
That's not your concern.
You should talk to the Sir Caters or the prior about it. Not acts
I've
on
read
your
one
own.
of the manuscripts copied by one of the novices.
Mhm.
I think I'm going to cry.
It's that touching, is it?
Touching? More
Praise be to...
Good.
There's something I should tell you.
You're looking for someone?
I am a novice.
Мы с тобой это уже
At least
обсуждали.
until I find the man I'm looking for.
Why would you be looking amongst monks?
Ну
You
ладно.
know, the laws of man aren't valid here. In the cloister, we're subject to divine law, the law of the church.
I'm looking for a footpad who's hiding out here in the monastery.
Ну я ж тебе
He
это уже
had-
говорил.
I heard
Because you could help me.
that can...
Talk to him.
I don't know, and...
Ага. Я не могу сказать, что святоша это Антоний. И это странно. А? Журнал.
I've read one of the manuscripts copied by one of the novices. I think I'm going to cry.
It's that touching, is it?
Praise be to Christ, brother.
Он ведет себя очень плохо. Ну-ка.
I'm interested in the... What can you tell me?
Oh, he's always got a smile on the new friend. I'm surprised.
I'm interested...
Nobody knows much about Lucas.
Do you have any ground?
Quite a lot.
Or maybe...
Me? A criminal? Look at me. How could I be? No, my friend, you're accusing the wrong man. If you want my advice, the oddest one around is Siskin. That fellow was never meant to be a monk. He's hiding something from us.
No, I'm sure of it. It's you. A cowardly, filthy rat. A nasty, spineless piece of shit.
No, I never. It was Siskin. It's him you want, not me. Leave me alone. I never done you any harm.
Ой, испугался. Ого. А, ты круто умеешь. Ладно, он прям настаивает на том, что это чиж. Каш. Где чиж? А куда ты спрятался, мужик?
What's your
Yes,
step, brother?
again. I've had enough of it.
Pay more attention. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step, brother.
Так. Куча сидячих монахов. Но это не ты, я тебя уже...
Pay more attention, brother.
Чиж, конечно, странные вещи говорит. Ладно. Что, уже в подвале прячется, что ли? Я нарушаю
This
закон.
looks like the dregs after a night's drinking. Who could be coming here?
Ну, какое задание? Выясни, что происходит в погребах.
I've heard some unsettling news. I've been told you've lied about who you are the entire time you've been here. What do you have to say about it? Who are you really?
Ого.
I don't have anything to say. If I'm not me, then you're not you. And that must mean we aren't talking together now.
Enough of that nonsense. Tell me who you are and what you're looking for here.
I'm Carl, or I was, and I was ordered here by my father. What do you mean looking for? I've no idea what you're talking about.
I can find out whether you really are the Carl we accepted here. If you are, no need to worry. All accusations against you will be withdrawn. But until I find out, you'll have to be isolated from the others.
Но нет. Черт. Ну вот. Зато теперь я знаю, зачем нужна эта пещера. отбываю тюремное заключение. 1 день. Зашибись. Грёбаные монахи. Бесите меня. Я не верю Антонию, блин, никому из них. Антонию больше всего. Почему-то я не могу указать на него. На всех могу, а на него нет. Чиж и Антоний, значит, да? Лукаш, все, он, понятно все с ним. Отстраненный из-за своих проблем. Если бы я еще книжку эту не собрал заранее, настолько заранее, что она оказалась в сундуке, было бы гораздо легче. Иди в квастал, молитву и мессу.
I've already given my boy a thrashing over this, but once I get my hands on the fiend with whom he cooked up this asinine plan, I will wring his goddamn fucking neck!
Calm down, my lord. You're in a monastery.
The insolence! Help him flee and then pretend to be him?
It's certainly an unfortunate incident, but there's no need for such agitation or profanity. We will take care of it. Ah, that's him! Stop him!
Now I've got you, you bastard!
Fuck. If I don't kill Pius now, I never will.
А что такое?
Come on.
I'll find you, you cur. You can't hide from me.
Ну нет.
You're dead.
Enough! Is that the best you can do?
Good heavens, what do you want here? Go now. Slow down, brother.
In a rush to pray.
Why
Ah.
such haste? Hey. We'll pay the price.
А что за фигня тут происходит? Серьезно? Зашибись. У меня нет отмычек, меня посадили в какую-то тюрьму.
You there! Stop! Surrender! You've committed a crime and I'm arresting you.
Ah, shit!
Я ж сдаюсь.
Fired from here.
Now I'll teach you what clear off means. It's jail for you, and I hope you rot there.
I won't put up with any more of this. Keep it up, and you'll ruin.
Aye, right.
Ага. Ух, ё.
What the hell was that?
А я смотрю, я тут знаменитость.
In a wish to pray? What are you looking for? No one's allowed in here.
Да что ж такое-то с этим местом не так?
I'm going to enjoy this.
Ага. А я не здесь. Тут все закрыто, блин. Выясни, кто из них святоша, и убей его, зашибись. По-моему, нам надо будет перезагрузиться, да? И сделать все по уму-разуму. Да? Ну да. Больше, я так понимаю, особо выбора у нас нет. Хотя...
Damn!
А! Этого стоило ожидать.
Come on, then. No, Corva.
Я тебя выиграю сейчас. Так, ключ сундука, секач. Чё? Кто на меня? Кто тут на меня? Кто? Боитесь, правильно, боитесь.
What was that? Hey, you! Hey, you!
А кто? Да нет тут никого, ну чё ты?
You'll have to answer for your law breaking. Bring it on.
Да бросьте. Мужики, да все нормально же. Так. Значит, мне... А куда мне? Устали уже. О! Ну-ка, бежим. Да, после этого инцидента в созаве меня явно любить не будут. Ладно, я думаю, на этом мы закончим нашу серию. Я подумаю, что нам делать дальше. А на этом все. Спасибо, что смотрели меня. Если вам понравилось, как я тут сделал всякую хрень, короче, и не выполнил квест, обязательно подписывайтесь. Ставьте лайки. И всем пока.